activities dito natin idadaan. So, what is our theme for the year? Oh, by the way, I'm tackling here the theme first for part 1, and then later on we'll discuss more about the learning continuity plan. So, what is our theme? DGS is steadfast at 33, resiliently embracing the new now. Is steadfast because we are resolutely and dutifully firm and unwavering. Walang pag-iimbot at ng buong katapatang haharap sa mga bagong challenges natin. And resilient because we are able to bounce back immediately. Agad-agad, tatayo tayo para lalaban. And what is about this new now? Ano ba itong sinasabi nilang new normal? According to the IATF and then the DOH, it says here, the new normal in the public sector is the new way of thinking now, of going about and deciding and doing the unusual affairs. So, because of the pandemic, so there is reducing vulnerability, reducing the virus transmission. When we do this, na-avoid natin yung transmission ng pandemic. And because of the pandemic, parang ito na yung bagong normal natin. Wala na yung mga old. So this new normal, according to the article published in the Star, new normal may mean wearing the mask every time we go out. New normal may mean you have to work from home. And new normal may mean a lot of virtual meetings like this one. New normal may mean increased sanitation. Kahit sa bahay, pa-alcohol tayo ng pa-alcohol. Even in our school here, maraming measures for sanitation. Also, we have to maintain 2-meter distance from each other when we are together physically, so as not to transmit the virus. And of course, there is always temperature check, diba? Konting nararamdaman lang natin, wait, you cannot come to school or you cannot go to work. Diba po? Because it is already, or it might already be an indicator that we are carriers of the virus. So, even the schools, they need to go distance learning. Diba ang bilis? It's so abrupt na biglang, before nakikita lang natin yung online learning na it might happen in the next 3 to 5 years. Pero ngayon, in just 3 to 4 months, everybody has to go distance learning. Because of these challenges, ito yung ating magiging gabay sa ating lahat sa Divine Grace School. Kami pong mga guro, mga bata, at sana kayo din pong mga magulang na tuwing nakikita natin itong logo na to ay maaalala natin, teka, kailangan pala steadfast lang, laban lang, at babalik agad so that we can move on and continue living and we will survive in the midst of this crisis. So, let me walk you through the timeline of events bago tayo napunta rito. March 7, unang na-announce yung transmission, sorry for the misspelling, transmission ng coronavirus. And then March 9, biglaan, nakala namin, Monday po yan, no? Last day na pala ng classes. Walang ka-abiso. March 13, last day of reporting of our teachers. And March 16, start na ng lockdown. Now, April 6 to 17, we all went on a holiday. Siyempre, Holy Week po yun. But by April 20, we were already starting to work again for the closing out of the activities in the past academic year. Kagaya ng pag-accomplish ng forms, pag-compute ng grades, and so on. At the same time, at that period, yung Board of Trustees ng Divine Grace School ay nagbuo na po ng task force. Bakit kaya task force? Task force kasi kailangan ng kakaibang aksyon para mag-respond sa crisis. This task force is composed of the different administrators also. Pareho lang ng mga nandito nasa loob, pero kasi iba po yung kanilang gagawin. And Deputy Secretary by May 7, nag-release po siya ng graduation message. This is significant because it signifies the closing of the academic year 2019-2020. So parang nag-closing remarks na po yung ating secretary. After few days, May 11, nag-release naman na sila po ng calendar for academic year 2020 to 2021. This is again very important because this is the signal that we are to offer to our students their this coming academic year. Mag-o-open at magtuturo at mag-aaral yung mga estudyante. Alam niyo during that period, mga May na ganyan, lahat po tayo, even me, even the parents, especially I have seen on the social media, maraming nagsasabi na, naku, hindi ko paaralin na anak ko, I will not risk. Okay lang yung isang taon. And now, nandito na tayo sa pa-June when slowly some answers are coming, na-realize natin na hindi kaya. Diba po, we cannot allow our students, our children, to be stagnant for 1 year. Paano po yung mga grade 4 na natututo pa lang magsulat and then maglalag sila ng isang taon? And also, yung mental health ng ating mga anak, di ba? Hindi po kayo aware o baka hindi kayo aware, you have to observe our children. Kapag naiba na yung routine nila, maaaring nakakaramdam na rin sila ng depression. Tayo nga po na mga adult, nakakalabas na. Yung mga bata hindi nakakalabas. Hindi natin nalalaman kung ano yung kanila, ano na yung effect sa kanila. Ni wala pa nga po masyadong study na lumalabas. Ano ang epekto ng pagkaka-lockdown ng 3 months sa mga bata. But it is apparent, it is already obvious sa atin pa lang na mayroon ng effect. How much more to our children? That's why even if ganito yung ating kinakaharap, we urge you all, ituloy natin yung pag-aaral ng mga bata. So, the DGS Task Force rolled out their task. Hanggang eto na po, June 1, unti-unti nakakapag-offer na tayo ng ating mga services. So, the task force formulated this roadmap just to give you an idea kung saan tayo patungo. Para po meron din kayong idea ano yung mga naganap at ano yung mga magaganap. So, this is about the student readiness for remote learning. We have crafted the assessment based on DepEd memo din po ito. We have conducted the survey. Around more than 600 responded. And this July, ito na po yung mga result. So, we are already conducting bonding, with making connections with the students. Hopefully, by August, ito po tayo, we will conduct the trainings. For home and school communication naman, we are already here in this July, so we will conduct some meetings and orientation. You will notice na ito po part na po ito ng ating pag-o-orient. But this is not yet the parents' orientation. This is more on laying down to you what are the plans of Divine Grace School para po naiintindihan po natin. And hopefully by August, we'll conduct more trainings. With regards to employee development, as early as May, we already ensured safety and provided comfort or support to everyone. And also, may mga information dissemination regarding this kind of pandemic. And last June, we already evaluated the inventory also of the staff. So, there are some employees here at Divine Grace School who don't have work anymore, not necessarily losing their job. Yung sa canteen po, there are some employees in the canteen. We are not opening the canteen anymore. That's why we have to cross-skill or re-skill them and they are realigned. So parang yung ilang mga maging janitor po, yung ilan sa mga canteen staff. So we have to do that. Alam ko sa lahat ng halos ng companies, may ganitong ginagawa. Now this July, we are training and monitoring the employees in the different ways how we can connect to each other and deliver through online. And of course, we also have the hygiene trainings na kailangan maging habit, yung pagiging malinis, pag-alcohol, pag-wear ng mask. For the safety and security measures of all the stakeholders meaning pati po mga bata, we have revisited itong ating mga iba't ibang handbook as early as May. Binisita na po natin yung admin procedures, yung handbook on anti-bullying policy of the school, child protection policy of the school, data privacy policy of the school, so that we can adjust whatever protocols that is needed, lalo na sa ganitong distance learning. So we hope to roll out all the procedures by August. Now, this is the learning continuity plan. I will be discussing this more to you on the second part, pero just to show you how it went, ito po, nagbase sa survey, ano yung doable, ano kayang gawin, And then, we have some trainings already. This July, andito na tayo sa, ito pong highlighted part, andito na tayo sa paggawa ng mga modules. I will be discussing more to you about this MELC, minimum is most essential learning competencies. So again, nandito ulit lumilitaw tungkol sa learning continuity plan na to. By August, we hope that we will be conducting the trainings with you. All right. So before we proceed to the next part, bali second part na po tayo, mas ano po ito, comprehensive about the learning continuity plan. I think Ma'am Cristel is going to show us something first before we proceed.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you po. Thank you, Ma'am Waldy, for sharing us the school's theme for this academic year, which will be the anchor of our school activities in the coming months. And thank you also for sharing with us the timeline of events, especially when all of us were put into quarantine. So at least nalinawan po kami sa ano na po ba yung mga naging actions ng school noong March. Before we move to the second part of the talk, let us answer first the polling question that we prepared. Just choose one answer from the given option. So, Ma'am Ivory, kindly launch the polling question.
I cannot vote, right? We cannot vote.
Yes, ma'am. We cannot vote po. So, the question is, to ensure the safety and continuity of quality learning to our gradations, which learning delivery mode do you prefer for your child or children while we are in this pandemic? Hindi natin alam kung kailan po ito mag-e-end. So, let's assume na buong taon tayong nasa pandemic. So, first option is face-to-face. Yung traditional delivery mode po natin. For 32 years, yan po ang ginagawa ng school. We ask the students to go to school. So may physical interaction kay teacher and kay students. The second one is the distance learning, pero full online. When we say full online po, that means everything that concerns the academics of your child will be via online. So gadget is required as well as strong internet connection. Then the third one is distance learning pa rin. Magkahiwalay pa rin si teacher and si student. But this time is a third, we consider it offline, meaning gadgets are not required, even connection, because there will be modules. Fourth one is distance learning pa rin, but the combination of the second and the third. May online, meron din pong modular. And then the fifth one is blended learning. This one naman is combination of the distance learning, na si distance ay pwedeng online, pwedeng offline, and the face-to-face. So halimbawa, sa isang buong linggo, 3 days naka-online si bata, 2 days na papasok siya sa school. Yun po yung panglima. And the last one is homeschooling. Hahanap po tayo ng school na may program talaga for homeschooling, and then bibigyan talaga yung bata ng guide, tapos si parent will really act as the teacher, and then the parent will also look for a teacher who can help them sa pag-aaral ng bata. So you may vote now, parents. You may choose your learning delivery mode.
Yes. I-add ko lang, Ma'am Tel.
Yes, ma'am.
Yung homeschooling kasi wala po tayo sa Divine Grace School ng ganyan. No?
Yes,
it requires another permit.
Opo.
Iba po kasi yung mode niyan. The parents will be the one to teach at home. So
Yes.
yung validation niyan, kung saan po tayo mag-e-enroll na mayroong program na ganyan na wala sa Divine Grace, ay siya po yung bahalang mag-validate kung yung natutunan ng bata from the parent ay akma na sa pang grade 1 or pang grade 6, ganyan.
Opo.
So, homeschooling po is different.
Ma'am Ives, can you give us update?
Yes po, ma'am.
Updates on the...
Ano po, 45 out of 64 po. Ayan, tumataas naman po siya, ma'am.
So around 20.
49 out of 64 po.
Di pa sila decided. Mahirap mag-decide, no?
Yes,
Blended
ma'am.
learning kasi may face-to-face, no?
Opo.
Parang hindi tayo allowed to do face-to-face. Pero sana kung may bakuna na, di ba?
Sana, ma'am. We'll pray for that.
53 po out of 66.
Mahirap decide.
Ang daming dapat i-consider, ma'am eh. Sa face-to-face kasi, assured natin yung quality, ma'am. Nagkakakitaan ng mga bata at
Correct.
teachers eh.
Opo. Monitoring pa lang,
Opo.
ano. Ang feedbacking din, immediate, no?
Yes po.
Pero we'll learn more mamaya po sa learning continuity plan pag diniscuss ko na siya.
Okay na po kaya, ma'am? Ives,
Okay na
ma'am
siguro
Ivory?
yan.
Last 10 na po, ma'am.
Last 10, sige. Pa-click na yan, pa-click na sila. Nakapili na.
Wala talagang mahirap mag-decide. Especially
Opo.
maraming mga hindi sure. Hindi ko nga alam paano ba yan?
Ano ba yung distance learning offline? Ano ba yung online? Parang ma'am, sa nangyari, lahat tayo ay learners.
Last 5 na po, mga ma'am.
Yan, marami na tayo, guys. That's good.
Last 5 na po.
Last 5. They're not yet decided.
Sige. Okay na siguro yan.
Mm-mm. Sige, ma'am, you may now show the result.
And the winner is,
Walang contest, ma'am.
hindi ba
So, wala pong winner, ma'am. Wala akong pang prize. Distance learning, online and modular.
73%.
Yes po.
Well, ganun din naman yung stand natin.
Opo. Doon sa nag-vote sa distance learning na full online, maybe they have the capacity, ma'am, with regards to gadget and the connection. Kayang-kaya po. But of course, we have to consider that not all children, not all families can afford to have that.
Connection.
Yes po. And then may nag-homeschooling din po gusto isa. And blended learning.
Okay.
Naniniwala pa rin ang dalawang parents natin, ma'am, sa face-to-face learning.
Ako din.
Opo, ayun, may blended pa rin kasi.
Sige.
Sige po. Thank you so much, Ma'am Ives. Ayan. So now, to discuss the school's learning continuity plan and to enlighten us on the learning delivery mode of the school in the new normal, let us welcome once again Mrs. Waldy F. Canalita.
Ayan. Thank you so much for answering the poll. So, yung pong majority ng attendees natin ngayon ay may pinili yung ating i-discuss ngayon. Pero dun sa mga hindi po nagpili nito, madidiscuss natin siya para madidifferentiate po natin. So, Divine Grace School had chose this modality. Dalawang modality po tayo, yung online and modular. We called it flexible because we intend to be flexible all throughout the year. Kahit na sinabi natin na mag-online tayo and mag-modular tayo, kung meron tayong dapat ayusin, we will be flexible. Okay. So, moving forward, for the next slide there. Ano ba ang distance learning?
Ano na?
We can hear you, Ma'am Ivory. Ano ba ang distance?
Ayan, ma'am. Kaka-register lang po nila, ma'am. Marigold Salazar at saka
Hello?
Picardal po.
Ma'am Ivory, we can hear you. Hello there. All right, so moving forward sa distance learning, there are two kinds, online and modular. Pag sinabing online, dalawang uri din po yan, synchronous and asynchronous. By the way, distance learning is defined as separation of learner and the teacher for the majority of the instructional process. So, talagang hiwalay po, kaya siya distance. Or sometimes it is called remote learning. What are the two kinds of online learning? Synchronous and asynchronous. Ang synchronous ay when the teacher and the students are learning together online and there is interaction on real time. So nag-i-interact parang live sila na naka ano sila video conference, things like that. Kapag asynchronous naman, the child is learning online but there is no interaction real time with other classmates or teacher. So parang hindi sila naka-classroom, naka-video conference. It's possible na may chinachat sa na ibang kaklase niya, pero hindi sila learning together as one. So that's the difference between the two. But both of these, synchronous and asynchronous, pareho po yan na online gumagamit na internet. How about this modular? What is modular? Modular learning is when we give the students the modules. Meron pong mga worksheets in the forms of probably pwedeng module, worksheet, bookworks, and handouts. Ang modules po kasi, ang pagkakasulat niya ay parang nangungusap yung module kay bata. So, halimbawa po, module number 1 in Araling Panlipunan grade 4. Ang unang mababasa ng bata ay, magandang umaga sa'yo, magandang araw sa'yo. Nagawa mo na ba ang isang module mo sa ganito? Sa ngayon, basahin mo ang nasa pahina. Tignan mo ang ganito. Sulatin mo ito. Ganun po. Nangungusap yung module. So, ganun po yung purpose niya. At ito ay mas nag-gear towards independent learning ng bata. So, we will implement these modules by printing, let's say Thursday, mag-check kami, magpiprint na kami, and then magre-reproduce na ng mga modules ng bata. And then, by Friday, all the modules will be packed, maring naka-plastic, and then will be stored in the pigeonhole. Meron tayong mga bookshelves na lalagyan natin ng iba't ibang compartment. So, isang compartment, probably grade 4 St. Michael. And then, yung modules ng lahat ng section ng grade 4 St. Michael, nandun na magkakapatong. So, itong bookshelves na to ay maaaring nasa tabi ng ating gate 1. Yan. So, pag nandun na siya ng Friday, by Monday yung pick up. So, pwede nang kunin ng parent or kung sino man yung pwedeng papuntahin, nakukuha ng module. Ano ang purpose nun? For us to be assured that there is no transmission of the virus. Kasi with that 2 days or 3 days na naka-stack yung module doon, we are assured na na-disintegrate na yung virus, kung meron mang pong virus. Yan. At the same time, on that Monday, magagamit na yun na para mag-submit na rin ng mga nakaraan niya modules. So by Tuesday naman, si teacher pupunta na doon sa pigeonhole para kolektahin yung mga submission. So, what will be the learning platforms? Is it enough na nagtatawagan tayo sa internet? I don't think so. Ganito po iyan. The online learning will be using the Genio e-learning website. Para po siyang website. The Genio, ang yung Genio po na website ay nandun na lahat. Meron siya mga resources pala. Meron siya mga resources na kagaya ng video, maaaring may graphics, maaaring may do it yourself, how to do this, video, tutorial videos, ganyan. Meron din po siyang mga texts. Maaaring meron na rin siyang mga games na nandoon na magagamit sa pag-aaral. Also, ito po yung sample ng interface ng Genio na may pangalan ng bata at meron siyang task, merong isang corner para sa lagayan ng task for the day, and may iba't ibang forum like may games building and so on. We will learn more about this sa ating parents orientation. Also, we will be using the Google Suite for Education. Kung yung Genyo, gagamitin natin for the subject-based. For the Google Suite naman, lalo na yung mga Google Classroom, gagamitin natin for the RHGP or the section. So, the advisor will meet the students in their classroom through the Google Suite. Also, there will be some apps like the Zoom or Google Meet. Pag kailangan ng may video conferencing, gagamit po tayo ng mga ganitong apps. Okay, this is how the Google Classroom look like. Ito po yung interface niya. We have tried it. Last May pa ito. We have created our own class and have given some works. So I am the teacher here and then my students are the administrator. So we communicate with each other in the classroom through this Google Classroom. Alright. Ano naman ang laman? Ano ba ang content ngayon? DepEd released this MELC, Most Essential Learning Competencies. Bakit kailangan merong most essential? Because we have to choose. Hindi lahat nung nakalagay dun sa competency list ay maa-achieve natin kasi wala pong face-to-face. So, may pinili po na yung mga essential lang also to decongest. Okay? At magiging basehan din natin ng content ay ang ating DGS curriculum maps. Ito po yung mapa na ginawa natin ng mga competencies including the one prescribed by DepEd and at saka yung sarili natin, lalo na nakabase dun sa ating mga advocacies. Ayan, ini-integrate po natin. So let me show you as describe further kung ano yung competencies. Ang isang competency o yung task o yung characteristic, competency ay yung characteristic or natutunan ng isang bata. Ano yung mga matututunan dapat ng isang bata? Ito ay essential, most essential kung aligned siya sa national, state, or local standard. Karamihan ng mga competency na ito ay yung mga tungkol sa pagiging makabayan. Ang isa pa, if it connects the content to the higher concept across the content areas. Kung yung bang matututunan niyang ito ay makakatulong sa pag-aaral niya sa susunod na year level. Or itong natutunan niya dito ay makakatulong para maintindihan niya yung pagkatuto niya o aaralin niya sa iba pang subject sa the same year level. Or if this competency is applicable to real life situation, yan yung mga essential. I'll show you an example. This is an example of our curriculum map in mathematics for grade 5. Sa Divine Grace School po ito. Ang mga nakasulat dito na mga performance standard, kagaya po nito, the child is able to recognize and represent the whole number up to 10,000 in various forms and contexts. Iyan po yung mga dapat niyang matutunan. Pero ito po yung nakabase sa the old pa. Now, with the MELC, tinag na po namin or minarkahan na namin kung ano yung mga pinaka-essential, pinaka-importanting bibigyan ng focus ngayong taon. So, let's look at this, the one boxed. So, ang nakakahon dito ay nasa may week 2. During week 2, dapat tuturo ni teacher itong using of divisibility rules. At by week 3, ito yung aaralin nila. Solve routine and non-routine problems. Okay? Now, sa MELC, tignan po ninyo, yung dalawang competency na yon ay nakapaloob sa week 2. Okay? So, balikan natin. Yung inaaral dapat nila ng week 3, minerge at pinagsama, week 2 aaralin na nila. Yun. Ganun po ibig sabihin ng most essential. May mga tinanggal na dapat naaaralin, pero mas pinofocus nila dun sa criteria na binigay ko kanina, naka-align sa national standard, relevant sa pag-aaral sa mga susunod na mga subject, at yung related sa life skill. So, let's move forward. This competency about factors. So, pinapakita ko po ito, yung using divisibility rules. Ito po ay magagamit nila pag mag-aaral na sila ng algebra. 'Di ba? At pagdating ng araw, yung natutunan nilang ito ay magagamit nila sa business pag magka-calculate ng mga interest, 'di ba? Using the language of algebra. So that's the point of the MELC, no? kinompress at yung mga focus natin ay yung pinaka-essential lang. Alright. Moving forward, let me give you an example of the student's daily schedule. So, ito yung most likely magiging routine ng ating mga anak. As early as 6 a.m., dapat yung bata ay nagbibihis na, maaaring kumakain na, para makapaghanda sa pag-aaral. 7 o'clock, exercise and well-being time. Pero since naka-red box po siya, the one in red box, ay meron na po yung interaction with school. So, ibig sabihin, naaaring ka-text na niya si teacher or ka-chat na niya si teacher. So, 7:30, yan na po yung umpisa ng RHGP nila together with the other classmates in their section. At 8 o'clock, 2 hours. This is good for 2 hours ng online learning. Maaaring synchronous or maaaring asynchronous. They might be learning together with the classmates or with the teacher. By 10 to 11, reading the modules. Maaaring nag-a-accomplish siya ng modules niya. 11 to 12, life skills or do-it-yourself time. Off-screen na po ito, sariling time ng bata. Bakit po life skills? Those that we will be asking from your children, yung mga performance tasks nila ay lahat magiging related sa household works, household tasks. Halimbawa po sa MAPE, hindi natin pwedeng pasayawin yung bata na ang hahanapin mong napupunta siya sa stage. Dapat gagawin niya sa classroom. Ang maaaring output nila sa APP ay pagtulong sa pagluluto. Dito nila gagawin yan sa 11 to 12. Diba? Pwede nating ilagay sa routine ng bata na tutulong pala siyang magsasaing. At bahagi pala yun ng performance task niya, diba? Masaya, di ba po? Tutulong na sila sa gawaing bahay. Ayan. By 12 to 1, that's the break for lunch. Maaring rest time, maaring kain, then pwedeng may CR time, ganyan. By 1 to 2, babalik po only 1 hour. Sa high school, 2 hours, 2 hours. This one po sa upper grade school, 2 hours in the morning and 1 hour in the afternoon for their online class. And then 2 to 3, do-it-yourself office screen time again. And then 3 to 4, reading time and reading the modules, answering the modules. 4 to 5, authentic task, yung mga gawaing bahay ulit. And 5 to 7, personal management time, prayer time, meditation, or mindfulness time together with you. And hopefully by 7 to 8, dinner and household chores time na. Tutulong maghugas ng pinggan, magligpit ng pinagkainan, di ba po? Mga isasama natin yan sa mga tasks nila. So these are real and authentic tasks. So hopefully by 8, bedtime na po sila. Alright? Moving on, ayan. If this is our daily routine, sa weekly naman po, let's say in 1 week, during their online time, Filipino and Math, AP, Araling Palipunan, and EPP, yung kanilang nakakausap online. Pero during the reading time, during their off-screen time, ang kanilang inaasikaso ay yung ibang subjects. The following week, yung ibang subject naman ang nakafocus sa online or synchronous or asynchronous time. Diba? Mas may focus. Yan. Kaya makikita nyo dito na okay, hindi naman sila ma-bombard. Maaaral nila araw-araw, pero pagdating sa pagharap online, may focus lang na mga subject. Yeah. And you know, this is also suggested by some of the DepEd officials. Mga sample po yan from DepEd. Alright, here are the subjects for UGS po ito, hindi ko lang po napalitan. That is for upper grade school. We have GMRC, Filipino, Araling Palipunan, English, Math, MAPE, Science, and EPP. We have 8 still. But we don't have books anymore for GMRC, MAPE, and EPP. Ang may books po yung mga naka-violet. And you will notice na na-merge na po yung reading and language and no more subject for computer. Okay? So, next question is, paano sila mag-grade Paano yan, ma'am? Ako ba magpapaquiz sa bahay? Sabi ni mami. May mga nag-aalala po ng ganoon. Hindi po, amin pa rin yun. Trabaho pa rin namin yun. But how are we going to grade them? Through their performance task. Kagaya po nung nabanggit ko sa inyo kanina, marami po talaga silang ipe-perform kasi doon makikita yung pagkatuto. Kagaya po nung sabi dito, what can the students do with what they have learned? Ano ang kaya niyang gawin nung malaman niya na 12, 13, 14 yung rehiyon ng Pilipinas? Memorizein lang ba niya? Kailangan may gagawin siya. Okay, dahil alam mo na yan, ipakita mo sa akin. Ganon, meron pong ganon. Formative naman, this is when they go on synchronous learning. Maaaring si teacher mag-conduct ng quiz or oral evaluation, magpa-raise your hand, mga recitation po. Or there is also an app already where you can conduct quiz na ma-assure mo na yung bata ay sumasagot right at that time, then may time limit, and then cut off na yung time, and then you get the results. Also, summative test naman yun yung mga midterm, yung mga final exams po nila. If you may ask about the weights for the grade components, we will wait for the DepEd's memo or guidelines about this if they will be releasing new ones kung sakaling may bago. But I think meron po kasi iba po yung modality natin ngayon. Alright? So we'll wait for that para sa ating grading system. Also, because we are distant from each other, we will be partnering together, dear parents. Kailangan po namin tulong ninyo with regards academic honesty. Sa mga ginagawa ng bata as early as grade 4 to 6, kailangan medyo masasite natin yung pagsasabi ng totoo. Halimbawa po, nagtanong si teacher, tapos ka na ba? O asan ka na? Sasabihin ng bata, opo, tapos ko na po, pero nakita natin hindi naman pa pala niya nasasagutan. So, mga maliliit na bagay, kailangan natin silang turuan ng pagiging honest. So, how do we inculcate honesty na magkakalayo tayo? Number 1 is constant monitoring by the teacher and guardian about the daily routine. Kaya po mahalaga yung na-flash ko po sa inyo yung possible schedule ng bata as early as now. Turuan na po natin sila na gumising ng maaga. I have observed with my son, gising po siya sa gabi, sa umaga tulog. Alas 12 ng gabi, gising kasi nag-games. Pero alam ko mali yun, kailangan nang i-correct. So as early as now, ginigising mo 7 o'clock kasabay-sabay kakain. Bakit po? So that pag dumating na yung ating pag-aaral ng start ng August 26, ang role na lang po ninyo, parents, ay coaching or monitoring. So yung paggising ng ganyan pipilitin pa, ma-eliminate na natin kung as early as now, magka-establish na sila ng routine. Para po yung role ninyo, malilimit na lang dun sa ganun. Kasi alam po ang problema nyo, paano ba yan? Ako ba tututok? Kaya nga po, as early as now, mag-routine na po tayo. Yan. So, constant monitoring and feedbacking. Kung nagawa niya to, anong resulta ba sa nagawa niya? Magbibigay ng feedback. And the students will cite properly the sources. Kanino mo nalaman yan? Kailangan parang aware sila saan nila nakuha. Sabi dito po, ganito, ganyan. Kanino mo nalaman? Ganon. So, citing the proper sources as early as this age, grade 4 to grade 6. And some apps also, ito applicable sa higher grade, yung mga pag-check ng kung mayroong nag-copy-paste lang. Yan. So, look at this. Tayo po yan, no, dear parents. So, tayo yung nasa gitna. Sabi ng parents sa gitna, I have more than 1 kids. I have limited resources. I will not risk my kids. Ayoko. Tapos sabi niya, Math? Math? Ako tuturo ng math. May trabaho pa ako. Ayan. So, first, because of this pandemic, we freeze and may resistance. Ayoko talaga. Okay lang, kahit mag-10 taon. Oh, really? Naiba na po ngayon, June. We later realized that we need to move. Alright? So, para ma-avoid natin yung mga glitches, we have to realize ano challenges natin. So, probably, maaaring may resurgence ng cases sa ating locality, issue ng gadget. Ano ba yan, ma'am? bibili pa ba ako? Wala na akong pabili, di ba? O di sa public na lang ako kasi pipilitin nyo pala akong bumili. Naku, pag-uusapan po natin yan later. Speaking about moving to bigger school na marami din yung bata, naku, kung nung face-to-face, yung 40 na bata, 45, 50, mahirap memorizing. Eh, paano na po ngayon kung hindi na siya ma-reach? Di ba po, nag-distance siya or hindi siya ma-connect? How can we help the child kapag masasama po siya sa madaming-madami? Di ba? So, I think, better na andun siya sa original niya, kilala naman na siya ng dati niyang teacher. Yan. So, ano pa yung issues natin? Poor connectivity of both teacher and the learner. We will find ways. Alam na natin, inaaral na natin ngayon yung ano ba yung magandang data ng pang isang linggo. 'Di ba? May Surf 50. Inaaral na po namin yan kung ano yung magaganda sa mga data. So that kung alin at saka yung lugar, kung saan yung lugar ninyo, ano ba yung malakas dito? Pang smart ba o pang globe? 'Di ba? And delayed distribution of materials. We hope to address that. We can arrange that pag tayo ay nag-parents orientation na kung sino yung mga gustong pick upin nila or gusto nilang papahatid. Low compliance of students, ito po ang sagot dito ay yung as early as now ay meron na silang routine yung bata. And learning environment at home, I'll discuss to you later yung somehow magkaroon ng learning space yung mga bata. And the routine again, and independent learning. If you are working at home at busy po kayo, syempre, di ba, you cannot allot much of your time coaching the students. Talagang ano lang po tayo, more on monitoring talaga dapat. That's why, first and foremost, routine ng bata. Okay, look at this. This is a photo scale graph from an article in Rappler. Tignan niyo po yung bata, meron siyang space. Oh. I hope, kaya lang parang may mali. Katabi niya yung mga kutsara, tinidor. Paano kung kakain na di maiitsa pera siya, tatabi siya ulit? No, parang kulang po yung ganyang setup. Alright. So for us to be more clear, ano ba roles ni teacher? Teacher will provide the material, the contents and the activities, monitor, coach, and guide, and record the activities and the feedbacks, work hand in hand with you, will provide help desk. Ano po yung help desk? Yung tipong hindi po kami makalagin, text kayo. Then teacher, to the best of her knowledge, will help. And then the class advisor will manage the classroom. For parents naman, kayo po yung mag-provide ng study space sa bahay. Sana po yung study space ay hindi dun sa kainan or hindi dun sa kanyang bed mismo, not the bed. It could be in the bedroom pero not in the bed. Kasi hihiga lang, tutulog lang siya. Devices and the gadget and the connectivity. Help the learner establish the routine. Ito po, pangatlong slide na nakita nyo na po yung routine. Palagi ko po emphasize, makapag-routine na po sila ngayon a month before the start of the classes. Assist in advancing the learning objectives, monitor and guide the learner in the daily task, help manage the schedule, ito po sa schedule. Kasi when you monitor them, you will be basing your monitoring dun sa schedule nila. So, teka muna, dapat nagmo-module ka na, di ba po? O stop ka na dyan sa project mo. Ito na dapat sunod mo para hindi po sila matambakan. Okay? And maintain courteous communication with the teacher. Alright. Devices at home. Ito po yung mga karamihan ng mga nagtatanong. Kailangan ba namin bumili? Yan. For smartphone, aralin natin ano yung mga capabilities ng ating mga gadgets. For smartphone, mobile, madaling-daling kahit saan. May office tools, may camera, may photo editing, may audio, may video recording, at may video conferencing. Check. Pag tablet naman, mobile, pareho din siya. Office tools, camera, photo editing, audio, video, etc. Pag laptop naman, portable, medyo mabigat pero kaya pa rin bitbitin, pero pareho din. May office tools, may camera, and so on. Desktop, the same. Ano ang limitation niya? Si desktop ay restricted sa isang location. Si laptop, ano ang limitation niya? Mobile siya pero hindi kasing madaling bitbitin kagaya ng mga tablet at smartphone. Ang smartphone at saka tablet naman, ano ang limitation ay yung small screen. Pero my new parents, sa mga anak nating millennials, kayang-kaya nila yan adjustin eh. Di ba nga kahit sa cellphone nakakagawa ng video, nalalagyan ng kung ano-anong text, di ba? So, what I can say, what we have right now, kung kaya pa niyang gawin itong mga to, I think we don't need to buy. Let's look into the calendar. Ano yung ating first grading, October 21, we'll be finishing that. And second grading up December 16, December up to February 27 naman yung third grading, and then we will end by April 30. So, if we total that, we'll have around 200 days. And next, there. We are on enrollment is ongoing, and we hope to have our orientation with you ng August 3 to 7. Hindi po kayo pupunta dito ng 5 days. Pipili lang tayo ng isang araw for grade 4, isang araw for grade 6, isang araw for grade 5. Ganon. And then when that day comes na kayo ay nandito, ibibigay na po namin sa inyo yung account name, username, password ng mga bata sa iba't ibang platforms natin. So, medyo magkikip po kayo ng listahan, magtatabi po kayo ng listahan, gagawa kayo, ito yung account name mo sa Google Classroom, ito yung password mo. Ito yung account name mo sa Genio, ito yung password mo. Ito naman sa Microsoft email mo, ito yung password mo. Ganun po. Medyo as early as now, masaya yun. Matuturuan natin yung mga batang maging organized sa filing, di ba po? Di ba? Alright. So, we will do that sa parents orientation. Alright. So, para makatulong tayo sa hindi pag-transmit ng virus, meron na tayong online way of enrolling or registering. So, for the new students, nakapublish po ito sa ating FB page. For old students, ito naman. And for ito po yung link para dun sa mga incoming or kahit na po sa old. Ano po ito, yung listahan lang ito. Kaya po siya pre-enlistment link. Magpapalista. Ililista dyan, and then ito naman po yung, pakishare nyo po ito na makikita nyo po ito sa FB page. This one naman po, yung registration na. When we say registration, ito na po talaga yung enrollment. So, hindi natin tinatawag na enrollment lang kasi mahaba-haba po kasi at iba't ibang step yung term. So, pag sinabing registration, yun yung enroll na. So, you visit our website, makikita nyo po dito yung naka-arrow for the old student and new students. Ayan. Para hindi rin po tayo mag-face-to-face. May instruction na din po dyan. Teka muna ma'am, paano ba ako magbabayad? Pa-enroll ko, palista. May instruction na po dyan. Even with how you will pass the requirements like report card, etc. Sa old students naman, you don't have to pass the report card. Maiksi lang yung process niyan for the old students. Alright, so in this kind of crisis, communication is really important. That's why we're nakapublish na po lahat ng pwedeng i-contact ninyo dyan. For the cashier, for the records, for bookstore, for our nurse. Ayan, meron po tayong pinublish na clinic number. Napansin po ninyo din, meron pa tayo dun sa medical because we would like to help you pag may mga concern. Nakausap po natin ng ating pediatrician, si Doc Bell Agustin, na through the nurse, kung meron kayong gustong ikukonsulta like sinisipon, they will welcome po yung mga consultation. Especially kung yung bata nag-start na tayo ng classes, hindi po makakapasok yung anak ko kasi may sakit, hindi po makaka-join ng class. So, nurse po. Pero as early as now, pwede na po kayong mag-text sa ating nurse kasi active na po yung number niya. And nurse cell is very much willing. Now, fellow parents, kapag meron po dyan kayong kinokontak na number na hindi sumasagot sa inyo, na ilang araw na dinidedma kayo, i-report nyo po dito sa info@divinegraceschool.edu.ph. Ako po nakakabasa niyan. Or, naalala nyo po yung link ng webinar, makita nyo po doon yung WF Canalita, ayan. Pwede po tayong mag-usap doon. Sumbong nyo sa akin yung hindi nagre-reply. All right. So here are the references for the ones that I have presented to you. I think I'm done now with the second part, Ma'am Cristel, but we have here the frequently asked
Frequently asked.
questions. Yes. Can
Sige,
you help
ma'am.
me out with this, Ma'am Cristel?
Yes, ma'am. I'll read po. First one, will there be trainings and webinars for us parents to orient us about distance learning? Yes, trainings will be during the parents orientation and we will post it po sa aming official FB account. Can we just choose modular learning? No, the modality is designed to work hand in hand with offline and online approaches.
Oo. May mga nagtatanong kasi baka pwede daw nila piliin modular na lang.
Opo.
Para hindi po siya, it won't work well. Kailangan po siya partnered po siya dun sa online. Although, masusuportahan niya po yung modular learning dun sa mga palaging offline. May pang-backup po tayo.
Opo.
Yun.
Okay, ma'am. Third is, what are the materials that we will be needing for this online learning? So your child will need a gadget and internet connection, but again, we're not requiring you to buy expensive gadgets po. Organizers, reminder boards, alarms for their routine, writing implements, and study space at home.
Ayan.
We will buy new gadget for our child. What are the recommended specs for Android phone, for laptop, or desktop? Choose those that are within your capability, but as what has been presented, most gadgets have almost the same functionality.
Oo, pare-pareho lang. Kakatalo lang yan sa screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Ayan, ito pala na-search natin na
Opo.
specification. I went to Google and I asked Google, sabi, ano ba yung mga minimum specification for Google Classroom, at least for Google Classroom. Ito po pag laptop. So, mayroon po diyang nakalagay, version. Pwede na po na lang i-screenshot. And then this one is for Android phone. Sabi niya at least Android version of 5.0 or up. Ayan, mga gusto mag-screenshot. And for iPhone or iPad. Pero hindi natin sinasuggest na mag-iPad tayo. It's expensive. Ayan. So, shall we proceed to the next question na po?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Additional lang, ma'am, yung laptops po, kahit yung mga old nila, pwedeng i-upgrade.
Meron bang ganun?
Opo, yung mga specs lang na kailangan, pwede naman pong i-upgrade. 5, are we going to pay less for the tuition fee since distance learning will be implemented for this academic year? Ayan yung talagang inabangan. There is diminution in the fees. Those that no longer apply are eliminated.
Yan, oo. Pero yung tuition fee, hindi po talaga nabago din yun. Kasi doon po tayo mabubuhay.
Yes po. 6, how will the modules, activity sheets, handouts given to us? This may be picked up on weekly basis every Monday.
Oo. Pero meron din pong option like gusto nyong ipahatid, we can tap the services of the EDL, yung pong sa service, yung mga naghahatid ng bata. Pero we'll talk to them for iba pong transaction with them kung gusto yung pahatid. They may charge you a bit. Konting charge lang, syempre.
Apo.
Ayan.
Since modules, activity sheets, handouts will be provided to us, does this mean there's no need for us to buy books for our child? Modules are not content-based, but more of worksheets with self-taught approach. Books are still inevitable.
Opo.
Needed pa rin, ma'am. Will there be clubs? Yes, we will organize the most essential student organization, which is the Student Administrative Council. But as the school year goes, other clubs may be introduced, though still to be done distantly.
Opo.
And will there be school activities? Yes, Buwan ng Wika, foundation activities, values formation, etc. will still be conducted distantly or virtually.
Oo. Kasi bahagi pa rin po yan ng ating pagiging isang paaralan. Pero syempre, kung foundation, wala pong mass demo. Mass demo gagawin siguro online na lang.
Magsasayaw tayo sa ma'am, Okay. 10 po is, will there still be achievers? Yes, all students deserve to be recognized.
Okay. But we will wait po dun sa guidelines ng DepEd regarding grading system.
Yes po. Will the students still wear uniform? Yes, school uniform is significant to one student's identity. There will be once a week wearing of uniform during one synchronous activity with the teacher. School IDs will also be released.
Ayan. Opo, kasi yung ID ng mga bata, that's very vital kasi it's an identification that they studied for the year. Pero yung ID po natin, we have to talk with Ms. Tungia how we can handle the picture taking because definitely we will not ask your students to come here. So maaaring will ask you to take the picture and send to us or probably pwedeng mag-video conference tapos siya po yung kukuha ng picture, parang ganon. We will inform you more about this probably by August na po. Yan. Ay, wala na. Maybe we can entertain their questions na. I think I'll have to stop share na.
Yes, ma'am. Opo.
Ayan.
So, thank you, ma'am, for giving us a very comprehensive discussion of the school's
Salamat,
learning
Queen.
continuity plan. So, I believe most of our attendees naman, expect ko lahat po ay nalinawan naman po. So, let us now try to answer some of the questions po raised by our participants. Again, you may use the Q&A feature of Zoom. Nasa screen po natin. So, ma'am, we have two questions coming from Miss Glyza Bartolome. Why 8 months lang po yung learning? DepEd-based din po ba yun?
Opo, ano siya, if you will look at the school calendar released by DepEd, it's actually 9 months. Pero kung bibilangin natin yung number of days, aabot din po tayo ng 200, almost 200, based on DepEd pa rin. Kasi po dun sa provisions ng DepEd school calendar, we are allowed to conduct Saturday classes and even make-up classes ng Sunday. Kasi nasa bahay naman po tayo lahat. Kaya yung i-release natin by August, pag nag-parents orientation, bibigyan po namin kayo ng academic calendar. Makikita nyo po doon yung bilang ng araw na mayroong aral. Not necessarily may pasok. Sabihin na lang natin may aral. Para po given po ng DepEd yun.
Okay po. Another, two questions po from Miss Dalia Nunez. Siguro po it's about the online classes, ma'am. Will it be recorded? And if recorded, will it be sent to us as tools to review them?
Are you referring to the online discussion or yung mga video ng mga learning materials? Kasi kung online discussion with the teacher, I don't think there's a need to record it. Pero yung teacher, magre-record siya kung ano yung mga nadi-discuss. Like, kung nagpa-oral evaluation siya, dapat nino-note niya po yun. Pero yung recording the video, just like what we are doing now with this kind of webinar, not all classes will be recorded. Kung nagre-refer po kayo dun sa mga video or recording ng mismong materials, the resources, like yung inaaral, halimbawa, may video tungkol sa paano mag-compute, hanapin ng X and Y, meron po yun sa kanilang Genyo account. Ma-access po yun.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you po. From Miss Lara Alicia Andres, do parents have access to Genyo to monitor child's progress?
Yes po, yes. Kayo po yung unang-unang pabibigyan namin ng mga account name and passwords. And together with your child, kayo po yung mag-change ng password sa bahay. I don't think you'll have a separate account as a parent. Ang magkakaroon po kayo ng account probably is the Google Classroom or the Google email. Lahat po ng students natin magkakaroon ng Gmail account na magagamit natin sa lahat ng ating mga i-access na mga classroom. So just like us here, meron na po kami mga puro Gmail account po. Yan.
Okay, ma'am. Another question from Miss Elizabeth Penaranda, how much po yung books?
Can you please contact po si Miss Olive dun sa text number niya? I don't have the detail here po, pero hindi po yata umabot ng parang around 4K for the 5 books.
From Miss Grace Castillo, will the school give any assistance with regards to slow learner students? What if they cannot understand the lesson and the parents are also not familiar to the lesson?
Yes po, yes. That's definitely part of it. Kasi yung coaching nga po is may bahagi din siyang feedbacking agad-agad. Kaya yung mga na hindi nakukuha, teacher will definitely provide another time with the child para po ma-coach niya. Pero hindi po yun magiging one-on-one. So kung kailangan niyang i-reteach sa ilang bata, halimbawa like 4 pa yung hindi naintindihan, then communication is the key. Kailangan ma-inform po na ma-inform ng bata. Kasi po yung face-to-face, nakikita ng teacher kaagad yung kapag umuwi yung bata, may hesitation kasi hindi niya naintindihan. Pero dahil malayo, hindi natin nakikita, mahirap i-assess yung mga indications na hindi niya nga nasasagutan. So with the help of the parent or guardian, it does not necessarily mean po pala na parent ha, as long as may maa-assign po kayo na isang adult na magmo-monitor, may isang adult na
Offered.
magmo-monitor, yes. Ang coaching and monitoring, after you are done with your work, tsaka po kayo pwedeng sisilip. Parang yung usual din na kagabi, check upin ko natapos, ganyan. Pero yung presence natin, if we are not available, at least may adult silang kasama to monitor their routine. Yun.
Okay, ma'am. Additional din po, ma'am, online tutorial will be offered din po for this academic year. But we will release separate guidelines because we will do it ng online pa rin po. Po. This is, I guess it's not a question but a suggestion po from Miss Andres. For online learning, I suggest the minimum requirement for laptop is i3 para walang lag. Thank you po.
Okay. Thank you for the info.
Apo. Thank you po.
I will learn more about that.
Yes, ma'am. From Miss Antoliedo, ma'am, for working parents, pwede po bang may weekend schedule para sa pag-pick up or submit ng modules? Thank you.
Opo. Yes, we'll consider that. Ang purpose lang naman po natin dun sa Friday na naka-ready na is para hindi po siya yung transmission ng bagay ay hindi immediate. So if it is there already ng Friday, pwede nyo na madaanan ng Saturday or Sunday. Lagi naman pong may guard. We will instruct the guards here to be open. Wag lang pong gabi. Ayan.
Okay
Yes po, yes.
From Miss Grace Castillo, what about at times of having poor internet connection while having online discussion? Are they going to be counted as absent?
No po. Of course, hindi po. Over the time, kapag tuloy-tuloy na yung nakakapag-communicate na yung mga teachers through synchronous classes, madidiscover naman ni teacher kung sino yung batang talagang may problem sa connection. So, hindi po yun magiging reason para hindi siya or ma-minus siya or ma-absent siya. Kailangan lang na ma-communicate siya para maibigay sa kanya, okay, so hindi ka nakasabay dito. Look at this module or look at this page and read this part. Tignan mo dun sa Genyo yung part na to and then you read on your own. Pwede pong ganun.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, I'll read 3 questions po kasi related sila.
Apo.
Kay Mrs. Maborang po, pwede po ba via email na lang yung module, lalo na po kung nasa malayo kami? And then connected po yung question, is it possible for those who have a scanner to send their answered activities or modules from book, then send it through email?
Yes po, yes. That's also an option. There are some who don't want to come here anymore for the hard copies of the modules. It's also an option by sending. Pwedeng i-email natin yung mga modules and then you print it on your own. Tapos ipadala na rin dito yung sagot through electronic or email din. So mababawasan din talaga yung paglabas-labas.
Okay, ma'am. From Miss Sherilyn Agbanlog, good afternoon. What will be the process of feedbacking for the book activities?
Ayan po, more on sending back to us the book. Pero meron po tayo nung sa scanning and picture taking. We have to take picture of the activity. Tsaka during the synchronous na nagagamit yung book, si teacher at that moment, pwede niya po ma-check while they are answering. Parang class din. Especially we have allotted 2 hours in the morning and 1 hour in the afternoon. So during that time, yung mas useful talaga yung book activities po nila. Kasi yung learning management system like the Genyo, karamihan ng resources po doon can be accessible at the own pace of the child. Ayun.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. From Mrs. Andres po ulit, ma'am. For two questions. For audio and video recording and editing applications, will the teachers be providing the applications to the students for their use? Video recording.
As for now po, kapag sa mga outputs ng bata, no, they're referring to the outputs, no? Kapag yung bata ay ni-require nating mag-record at
Opo.
mag-submit, wala po tayong applications na nire-require pa for now. Parang napaka-free. Ang dami po kasi namang pwedeng gagamitin. Kasi unless that is part of the output na pati yung sa, but that's more on the IT classes eh, which
Opo,
we don't have
computer.
naman. Oo.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
there no specific po about the application.
Opo. Can we not opt for online learning, both asynchronous and synchronous? Transportation via tricycle going to and from DGS is expensive.
They should go together po yung modular and online learning. Pero na kagaya ng nasabi natin, yung mga modules naman, ay pwede namang ipadala. So, we don't have to come here to school naman. So, we send na lang sa email and then padala na din kapag nasagutan na po.
Opo. Yung pick up, ma'am, and sending sa schools, parang ino-offer natin to those living nearby po, no?
Opo.
Pwede
Within the
naman.
vicinity lang. Kasi
Yes.
as much as we can also, we don't want na palagi ding may interaction, di ba po?
Yes.
We don't want to contribute to the transmission of the virus.
Yes, ma'am. I believe we have to clarify this, ma'am. I was told po, wala na daw po miscellaneous fee for private schools.
Okay. Sa DepEd po hindi It's not like that. In all the sessions that I have attended, before I even submitted our learning continuity plan, the one I have presented po to you na learning continuity plan, mayroong soft copy po yan na sinabit sa DepEd. Hindi po kami mag-ooperate na hindi nila po kami ini-evaluate. So part of what they have discussed to us is bawasan ang miscellaneous, tanggalin yung mga hindi na applicable. Pero the others, because they are still applicable, like the registration, medical, dental, medical meron pa rin. So, andun pa rin po siya. So, library tinanggal kasi hindi na po applicable. Guidance services meron pa rin because we are offering, by the way, sa mga nangangailangan, yung ating guidance Facebook page ng guidance office natin, it's always open. Lalo na siguro sa mga bata na mangangailangan ng kausap, ganun po. So I think miscellaneous fees po, it's not totally eradicated, but we are instructed to remove those which are not applicable anymore.
Okay, ma'am. There are parents who are raising their hands po. If you have questions, you may use the Q&A feature po para ma-acknowledge po natin, masagot yung questions. Mrs. Josephine Villaruel has 3 questions, ma'am. 1, how will the quizzes and examinations be handled if via online? 2, what if my internet suddenly got disconnected while in the middle of a class discussion or exams? And 3, will we be able to refund tuition if in case the government suddenly decides to change from GCQ to ECQ again?
Okay. So for the first one, quizzes will be conducted online because there are apps naman po which are imbued in our Genio and even in the Google Classroom na where you can conduct exams and quizzes online. So we will do it through online. The tanong is, what if the internet is disconnected? Then the teacher has to stop. Wala naman po tayong option kundi stop or hindi na niya i-count. Kung hanggang saan siguro sila natapos, we can do it. Kasi syempre, isipin din po natin yung validity. Now, ito pong issue ng internet connectivity, hindi lang po sa atin maaaring mangyari. Applicable po yan sa lahat ng mga schools. I believe, even in our whole country. In one presentation or seminar, webinar I have attended, pinakita po sa atin na talagang nasa 13th in Asian country, in all the Asian countries. Parang nasa pang 13th tayo sa kung gaano kabilis at lakas ng ating internet. So, parang for us, given na po yan, na magkakaroon tayo ng problem sa connectivity. Therefore, we will be flexible. Na kapag merong na offline, o teacher. Tsaka po, mami, hindi po lahat po ng mga basis ng bata ngayon sa kanilang pagkakagrade ay more on dun sa mga ganyang mga outputs, yung quiz or yung mga more on, mas mapo-focus po sa mga performances, yung kung ano yung ipapa-perform sa kanila, the indicators of what they can do with what they have learned. So, kaya sa DepEd po galing yun sa MELC na what can the child do with what she has learned. So, yung mga quizzes, maaaring pag naglabas siguro ang DepEd niyan, maliit na porsyento na lang po yung bibigyan ng weight dyan. Especially, na syempre, magkakaroon tayo ng question sa reliability niya. Kasi hindi naman kami nandyan. Di ba po? Oo nga, bilis sumagot. Pero meron palang nakaupo sa ilalim niya. Pero hindi, check naman po yan ni teacher pag nag-start na sila ng online. Pag synchronous po siya. And for the third one, will we be able to refund tuition fee in case what do you mean? You are saying parang nagkaroon ng stoppage ng learning? Talaga, stop. Stop the schooling, parang ganon. We will deal with that if that happens. Pero sa paningin ko po, even if mag-declare sila ng quarantine, we will be prepared for the distance learning as long as there is internet. For the worst scenario na yung crisis ay talagang everybody stops, wag naman sana, parang hindi naman po siguro. Mapapatuloy pa rin po ang distance learning kahit na maging lockdown pa po yun. Malilimit lang yung mobility natin, pero as long as we have the internet, we have connections, at least through the mobile phone, if we cannot connect through our desktop, we can resort to our mobile phone. And aaral ko na po yan, meron Grocer 50 pala. Good for 1 week, para okay, nakaka-chat na pala ako, parang gano'n. Communication. So, andun pa rin ulit tayo sa communication. To solve those concerns, the concerns like that, communication po. And work hand in hand.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you po. From Miss Elizabeth Penaranda, hoping that you would have more bank options for payment for those who don't have BPI accounts.
Oh, okay. Sige po, we will relay that to the board as of now kasi yan lang po yung nilabas po nila. But I think they have UCPBN Land Bank. I'll ask them po. Then we'll publish na lang po sa ating social media site. Thank you for raising that concern. Ayan.
Okay. So, parents, do you still have questions po that we need to clarify? Ayan. Find it easier to do transactions through video. Thanks. So,
kahit saan meron, mapa-Gcash ka, parang pwedeng magpadala, no?
Opo. Hindi po ba allowed si Gcash kay, ma'am? Kay BPI?
I don't know.
Baka medyo mahirap po.
Learn that part.
Yun. Gcash is great too. We will try that po.
We'll try po.
Thank you so much po.
For tutorial.
Okay. For tutorial, how do we register for tutorial sessions? Tsaka nawala lang po yung question pero may tanong kaninang how much is the tutorial? Online tutorial, ma'am.
It's yet to be released po. Re-release pa lang po yun. Wait nyo po sa August. So these are matters that we need to be discussing with the other administrators. And of course, consider po natin yung we are all in a crisis. Meron po palang nagtanong, share ko lang Ma'am Tela. Meron po nagtanong sa akin sa email. Yun po bang na-enjoy kong discount last year ay pareho pa rin ngayong taon? Yes po, kung ano po yung binibigay sa inyo nung school last year, the same pa rin po. Yun. Kung ano yung binibigay po sa inyo, kasi minsan may iba, depende po sa inyong paying capacity. Ganun. Kasi nasa crisis tayo. Tapos po doon sa mga iba na napapaisip na magpa-public na lang ako, kaya doon na lang ako kasi mas mura, o kaya homeschool ko, naku po, pag-isipan niyo pong maigi. Sabi ko nga po kanina, this is a crisis and what we are facing is hindi natin gaanong kilala. So, sasabay ba tayo dun sa hindi rin sure? Lilipat tayo agad kung saan-saan, kung saan hindi rin tayo sure. Parang baka instead of having more answers, baka dumami po yung tanong natin. Di ba po?
Yes, ma'am. Okay po. From Miss Cherry Capadosa po, is there a limit as to how many students are in a class?
Yes, opo. We are, the same lang po sa sectioning natin kung kayang 25 to 30 lang para po manageable. We have seen that in one synchronous class, even in the screen, yung liit ng mga mukha ng bata, kayang-kaya po yan sa 30. Pero pagka 40 na, for senior high school, that's applicable. Pero with grade 4 to 6, 25 to 30 po tayo. Manageable po yun sa isang advisor.
Yes, ma'am. Suggestion po from Mrs. Nunez, you may register for GCash QR code for convenience of pays and payers. A suggestion po for your payment facility. Yung direct yata ito, ma'am. Yung sa
Sige
GCash
na.
app, makikita na po si Divine Grace School.
How do we
Pipiliin na
apply
po
for
nila.
that? Let's see.
Yes po,
We will
explore
study
natin,
how to
ma'am.
do that. Thank you
Thank
for
you
the
po.
suggestion.
Opo. Okay. From Miss Helen Rivera, suggestion din po, for the module, maybe the teacher should make a list who are the students who will pick up the module at school and those who want to send through email para po hindi sayang mga printouts ng module.
Thank you
Thank you.
so much. Yes, opo,
Opo.
totoo po yan. Nga po pala sa parents orientation, we will be discussing din also yung may kapatid. Doon natin malalaman yung may kapatid na, ma'am, yung schedule na binigay nyo, kasabay po niya yung grade 2 ko na online. Kung may issue po na ganon, we will learn that through the advisor by orientation natin. The same is true with the module, yung I don't prefer picking it up or I prefer sending na lang through email, may ganun po. I-discuss po natin yan, ma-inform po yung mga advisors nila during the parents orientation.
Okay, ma'am. From Mrs. Baranda, available na po ba books for grade 6? How much po?
Ang books po, it might range around 4,000 po for the 5 books. Pero there are some books available. I have seen sa bookstore, meron na po. Pero you can text po Miss Oli dun sa number para malaman natin kung kumpleto na. Para kung sakaling pupunta kayo dito, one time po yung punta ninyo.
Okay po. From Mr. Picardal, ma'am, he's asking about yung sa payment. He used Paymaya po yata. Wala, okay lang naman po yun, ma'am, no?
Siya, opo. Kung kaya naman po siya pay Maya, then mag-pay sa BPI. But I'm not so sure about how to use that.
Opo. Money
We will
transfer.
study po.
Opo.
Ayan, sige.
Ayun.
Some
From
more.
Miss Cristina de la Cruz, Paymaya and GCash accept transfers to and from most, if not all, local banks.
Wow.
Registration is free. Hope this helps.
Thank you. Sige po, we will try that. Pay Maya and GCash. Sige.
Opo.
I-enroll natin ang Divine Grace School. Ganun ba yun? Okay.
Opo. And even the parents, siguro tayo, ma'am, parang dapat mag-ano na rin po tayo ng Paymaya accounts and GCash for
Thank you
easy
so much
transfer.
sa suggestion. Yeah, oo nga, ito na yata yung dapat bahagi ng new normal, no?
Cashless transaction.
Cashless, yes.
Yes
So,
po. From Miss Grace Castillo, regarding online class, ma'am, are they going to wear uniform?
yes, opo. I have discussed in the slides. Meron pong one day, one time, naka-uniform yung mga bata. That would probably during Mondays, kapag sila ay nag-flag ceremony together with their teacher. As to what kind of uniform, during the board meeting last Monday, ang napag-usapan is PE. PE lang po. So even the new students, at least may PE uniform po sila. Kasi identifying mark po yung uniform eh. So we cannot do away with it. Yun yung belongingness nila. The child will feel belong kung meron siyang mga indicator na belong siya. ID, meron siya ng uniform, ganun. You don't need to buy bags po ha. Baka bili kayong bags. No more bags. Organizer, more of the organizer. Yung paglalagyan ng mga reminders sa mga bata, mas importante po yun ngayon.
Okay, ma'am. I believe everything has been, has been answered, ma'am.
Opo.
Wala na pong questions. Meron pa po. Ma'am, meron po ako grade 2 and grade 6. Sabay po ba schedule nila?
Sabay, kung pang-umaga po yung grade 2, meron po siyang kasabay na aral ng grade 6 ninyo. However, titignan natin later kapag nagawa na po yung mga schedule ng synchronous. Kasi yun yung magkakasabay po talaga eh. Baka mamaya ang worry natin eh. Alas 8 nagsisynchronous si grade 6 tapos mamaya alas 8 din pala si grade 2. May ganun po kasi maaaring mangyari. Pero we will see pagdating natin ng parents orientation, doon na natin pagko-comparean po. Ay, hindi naman pala sabay. O kapaya pag nagsabay, teka muna, paano ba gagawin natin dito pag sabay? Ganun. We will just check on it na lang. Pero as much as we can, habang ginagawa po yung schedule, we will try na hindi po sila magkakasabay.
Yes, ma'am.
Pero sa gadget na diniscuss natin kanina, if you have two phones, parang kaya naman na sila eh. Kung synchronous yung tapos mag-i-earphone.
Opo. Kahit ayusin kasi natin, ma'am, hindi rin po maiiwasan.
Oo,
Diba,
meron at
ma'am?
meron. Meron
Opo.
at meron.
Yes po. So, kung gadget yung problem, pwedeng yung isa, laptop, kung one laptop lang ang meron. Tapos kung may smartphone naman, pwedeng smartphone na lang nga si isa.
Correct. Kasi yan, more on nagkakatalo lang dun sa synchronous part no?
Opo. Ayan. So, no more questions? Ayan. Thank you so much po, parents. Thank you. So, Attorney Wenji Improgro, Miss Rema Encarnacion, Mr. Carrie Maynard Olivar, Miss Anjanette Espayos, Miss Angelica Suarez, and Mrs. Emerlita B. Suarez for your testimonies and wishes for DGS. Yan po yung sa video kanina. And special thanks to Sasha Braille Sarigan, Yesha Luisa Perez, Lady Diane Solis, and Carl Frederick Canalita. So, they appeared on the video also. And we encourage everyone to like and follow the DGS FB page as well as the DGS Guidance Office page. School-related announcements, advisories, and updates are posted there from time to time.
Ma'am Tel?
Yes, ma'am.
May pahabol po.
Ay, may
question
question. Sige, check natin. Ayun. Is DGS BPI QR code also available for online payment?
I don't think so po. Parang hindi pa po, wala pa po kami. We will explore on that. Ako po mas nakatuto kasi ako sa learning dito, pero I'll ask the board to do something about the payment po ng mga explore yung mga ganyan. Because I believe ako nga nakiki-Gcash na rin ako. Pero the other like Paymaya, we'll explore it. So QR code for BPI. Sige po, we will study that on how it pans out on rolling it out. Thank you po sa suggestion. Ayan, so we're about to finish. Are we going to play the video yet? Or are we finishing now? Where is Ma'am Tel and Ma'am Ivory?
Sorry, ma'am. Ayan. There are still 3 parents raising their hands, ma'am eh. So if they have questions po, siguro iniisip pa nila. But for the meantime, let's watch this short video po muna. Ma'am Ives?
May nagre-raise ng hand. Bakit kaya? Ano kaya question? O baka nagpapa-attendance. Are we going to share? Ayan, pala yun.
Divine Grace School is a caring and loving institution which offers only the best education a school can provide. Alongside, they take note of the holistic development of a child as they give a good point in enriching the students' values and skills. These challenging times, let's go back on how our dear Gracians reminisce their joyful experiences. What are the life lessons Divine Grace School has taught you?
Divine Grace School has taught me compassion, humility, patience, and perseverance, all of which fueled me to strive for excellence and helped me forward my career as a public servant. Whatever I am today, I owe it to my alma mater. Thank you to my Divine Grace family. May you continue to cultivate and inspire students for the many generations to come.
I am Rema Encarnacion from batch 2019 to 2020 from the STEM strand. Divine Grace School has taught me to focus on progression instead of perfection.
What are the things that you miss in Divine Grace School?
Hi, there are many things that I really miss in my alma mater. First, I miss my classmates. I also miss the classroom where we usually study, the canteen where we eat and buy foods, those approachable staff and friendly guards, and also those teachers that serve as the medium of our knowledge. But what I really miss most is being a high school student again.
What are you being thankful for?
I am very thankful to DGS because they made me feel like I am a part of a family and community rather than a workplace. That's why I also consider the school as my second home. My colleagues also shared with me their passions, expertise, and encouragements for me to become a better teacher. But let me clear this, that teaching is not a perfect profession. There are days I feel like exhausted, emotionally tired, but what keeps me going? It's when I get a hug and receive some sweet words from my students. That's why I am really grateful for the way students inspire me. Truly, there is no greater honor than having a role with their development. So the school's team next year is DGS Steadfast at 33, resiliently embracing the new now. So I encourage everyone to work together to continue learning delivery through various means. At the end of the day, education is still important to pass through the challenge of this pandemic.
Why did you choose Divine Grace School?
To have a quality education,
We must have a credible institution,
and that's why we chose Divine Grace School.
Amidst this pandemic, we stepped forward as this year's theme says, DGS Steadfast at 33, resiliently embracing the new now.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Ivory. Before we end, let's have Ma'am Waldy once again for her closing message.
Ayan. So, thank you so much, dear parents, for being with us. We're making a history. Thank you for being part of this history because for the first time, we're having the webinar with the upper grade school. So, with this crisis, sabi ko nga, our tool is always communication. And let's not move so much kasi aaralin muna natin kung ano yung ating gagawin sa itong ever-evolving na pandemic na to. Iba yung sitwasyon ng May, iba yung sitwasyon ng June, may iba yung sitwasyon ng July, baka pagdating ng August, iba ulit. So I suggest, I urge you to stay with us. Sa Divine Grace School pa rin po tayo para sabay-sabay nating haharapin yung crisis. Steadfast at 33, resiliently embracing the new now. Thank you.
Okay. So, thank you so much, our dear parents, for being here today and for taking the time to patiently listen to what we had to discuss. We wish you all a blessed day. Let us all stay safe, healthy, COVID-free. See you around. Bye-bye po.
Andali lang, huwag mo nang i-end. Huwag mo nang i-end. Naka-screenshot na kayo.
Wait, ma'am.
No po, ma'am.
With the parents, ma'am.
We have the video, no? There are some parents with us pa.
Yes po. From Miss Sherilyn Agbanlog, thank you so much. God bless. From Miss Dalia Nunez, thanks po.
Thank you din po. Salamat sa pagsali. God bless sa atin. Dami po nating aaralin. Pero laban lang para sa bata. Para sa ekonomiya.
We have another video, ma'am, no? Ma'am Ives. Siguro maybe we can play.
Opo, habang pwede na po mag-out yung mga iba.
From Mrs. Olega, thanks po. God bless to all. From Mrs. Grace Castillo, thank you to DGS. Okay, from Miss Lovella. Oh, ma'am, sorry, bigla po ako nawala. Nag-off po yung laptop. It's okay po. We will upload, diba ma'am?
Yes.
We will upload the video po.
Divine Grace School is committed in honing young minds to its fullest capabilities. Equipped with modern and vital facilities, we set our learning environment in the most conducive and enjoyable atmosphere. But what makes Divine Grace School an ideal academy for learning? Is to learn, to experience. With our dedicated administrators, teachers, and staff. Here at Divine Grace School, winners are born.
Thank you.
Thank you po. Ingat po.
God bless.
Maybe Ma'am Ives can end the webinar. Are you going to end na, ma'am? Bye po.